Yo, yo.
Okay, so tell me, Alita, if you remember any of these pages. So I stopped where we left off, but I don't know what you saw last time with your other teacher. So did you talk about wool? Or you do not remember? This is for science. And about the llama.
Oh. I remember we didn't do science.
Oh, you
I
did.
know you science page.
Okay, so then we'll go ahead and do this here, okay? And if you remember something and you think that you actually did it, just let me know, okay?
Alright. Peru. It's Peru.
Yeah, it's Peru. Okay, so it
I
says
remember Peru, the flag has a wool, like wolf. No wolf.
well,
goat.
it has like red, white in the middle, 2 reds and 1 white in the middle, and there's like a little drawing on the white, but I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Yeah, and they're very much animal, I remember.
Yeah.
The frogs, sheep, and other animals.
Yeah. Okay, good. So, okay, I'll start reading, okay? A world of wool. Where does wool come from? Many people all over the world use sheep or goats to get wool. Some people get wool from other animals. Scientists at the American Museum of Natural History collect stories from people around the world. The scientists learn how people in other countries get wool.
That's easy. You have a sheep, steer it, ba 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 ba. And I know, use hand water to wash it first. And then you do something like this, something like this.
Oh, okay.
And then you have a wolf, and then you pat, and a sweater.
And then you make a sweater. Okay. Alrighty, so go ahead and read, Alita, please.
Where does wool come from? Many people all over the world use sheep or goats to get wool. Some people get wool from other animals. Scientists at the American Museum of History of Natural History collect stories from people around the world. The scientists learn how people in other countries get wool.
Okay, good. So here in this picture, hold on. Yeah, like you said, this is Peru right here. And it says Peru is a country in South America. So all of this big chunk of land right here is South America. So, you know, like there's Asia and there's Europe. This is South America, and then from here up, it's North America. So Peru is right here.
All right.
Okay, so this is, it looks like a letter. So let's see what it says. Hold on.
Can I read it?
Yes, but I'm going to read it first, okay? Just so you can listen to it. How is the text for you? Do you want me to make it a little bit bigger?
Never mind. Never cool.
Okay. So, dear museum, my name is Juana. I live in the Andes Mountains of Peru, and the weather is cold. My family and I wear sweaters to keep us warm. Our sweaters are special because they are not made of sheep's wool. They are made of wool from llamas. Llamas look like small camels. They have long necks and long legs. They have thick fur to keep them warm in the mountains. Some farmers in Peru raise llamas for their fur. My wool sweater keeps me warm and dry in the winter. Bye for now, Juana.
Okay. What happened?
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you sure the text is big enough, Alita, for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and read the letter, please.
Dear Museum, my name is Kwang. I live in the mountains of Peru, and the weather is cold. My family and I wear sweaters to keep us warm. Our sweaters are special because they are not made of sheep wool. They are made of wool from lambs. Lambs look like small camels. They have long necks and long legs. They have thick fur to keep them warm. In the mountains, some farmers in Peru raise lambs for their fur. My wool sweater keep me warm and dry in the winter. Bye for now. Go on.
Okay, so this animal is called a llama.
Alright.
A llama. So this is a picture of a llama, but let's look at it in real life. So this is what they actually look like. So they do look like small camels, but without the hump in the middle, right?
Yeah, the hump in the middle. The camel live in the desert. The hump in the middle are full of water. If they're thirsty, they use the hump in the middle to drink. Hump in the middle. Well, that's a cool name. Hump in the middle.
Right. Okay, good, Alita. And so the llamas are a little bit different because they have the fur that kind of looks like a sheep. But if you look at their face, it looks kind of a little bit blurry in the screen. But
it looks like a deer.
Yeah, it looks like a mix of different animals, right?
Yeah, I had a question.
Yeah.
Do you see the sand? It looks like it's summer, and they're very hot.
It does look like that, right? But look at the mountain. What do you see on this mountain?
Fake snow.
Fake snow? You think it's fake?
Yeah, fake snow to keep them built like. Or there's no mountain, no snow mountain there. They just put it like that. Actually, it's
like
weird.
Like a background. Yeah, so in these places, during like June, July, and August, it's actually very, very cold. But in the normal land, it does not snow. But in any places where there's like big, tall mountains, you'll be able to see some snow, but not on the rest of it. So it's a little bit weird, right?
Yeah, I told you it's weird. We didn't even see a snow here.
Yeah. Okay, and then look at this other picture here, and it says, people spin the llama's fur into yarn. Okay, so look, all of this is the llama's fur that they kind of, put together into kind of like a string looking thing. And so now what she's doing is just pulling it out, and then do you see this thing here that she's holding? It's kind of made out of wood. And so she's going to spin that around, and so the yarn is just going to go in circles and circles.
I had a question.
Yeah.
I forgot my question.
If you remember, let me know, okay?
What is my question?
About the wool?
Oh, okay. This is not a question. So, I see this page before in my science book, but I forgot. And I just used my chewing gum to do this. And
So
it did not work.
It did not work? Why? What happened to the gum?
It didn't listen to me.
Yeah, so the wool, the string that you get from this wool is actually a very strong string. So even if you pull it apart, it's not going to break. So it just turns into a very thin line, but a very strong one.
Stronger than this?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, because this is not even strong. Look.
Can you pull it apart? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oops. Okay, so let's just read this box down here.
Hey,
Oh. Okay, so let's look at this blue box here, and it says talk about it. Summarize. How do some people use llamas? So remember, when you summarize, you are not going to read every sentence that you saw on these pages. So it's just telling you to think about what you read, and in your own words, what can you tell me? How do some people use llamas?
Oh, this is a tricky one. To make sweaters, to make beauty,
Okay,
to get warm.
right, very good. Any others?
Some didn't live in the snow and they have very long fur, so this is weird.
Okay, all right. So yeah, there are many different ways of using the fur from a llama. So when you think of wool, the first thing I think of is a lamb, right? Or a sheep that you cut off, you know, the
I
wool.
just call it sheep.
Yeah, me too. But there's actually many other animals that can give us wool, right? So it's interesting to learn about
I
what
know
these
some
other
fox.
animals. Do you think so? I think it's like animals that have the fur that kind of looks like cotton, you know? So kind of like, I don't know, goats.
Cotton candy?
Cotton candy. Can you imagine a cotton candy sweater?
Yep, it'll be tasty.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have any questions, Alita, on what we just read?
Nope.
Okay,